Hello, everybody. Thanks for stopping by. This is Teresa with Tadazzle Plans. Today I'm doing a November monthly, and this is the one that I use for my smiles for the month. It is a challenge that I've been doing for, let's see, I think 4 months, 5 months, something like that. I was going to look it up to make sure I said it right, because sometimes I forget the exact name. I just know them. But I believe it's Plan with Dozy. And it's Jill. She's on the Happy Planner Squad. But she started this way back. She's been doing it, I think, since January. And I think I joined in March or May. March, April, somewhere, I don't remember. It's been a while, and I love it. Even on my worst days, I have to find something that made me smile that day to make sure that I fill out the whole month. Which, I mean, it's not required, but it makes you stop and think, what are those little things that make you smile? I'm sorry if my desk is shaky today. So let's get started. I'm going to use Calva Plans Roy G. Biv Boxes and Florals Volume 2. I just received this one. I didn't get it when it first came out, but I just picked it up. And then I'm going to use a couple stickers, I think, out of the Happy and Grateful, because it is Thanksgiving month, and we should all be thankful every day, but especially in November. I don't know why, but it's actually the only thing about Thanksgiving that I like other than being with family. I think Thanksgiving is, it's just not my favorite holiday. Let's just leave it at that. But I did pick out some pretty florals. They're very fall. They're in the red zone, I guess, whatever. They're the first flowers in this new book I just got. So I'm trying to think. I'm going to have to trim them a lot, because I don't want any real space taken up here, because I use every box as stated. Like, I don't use the boxes that aren't dated. So we can start there too. Grab my tweezers here. Get this one off, and we'll start with it. So there's 4 days here at the end of the month that are not part of this month. So we're going to put that there, but I am going to cut off these extra green foliage, whatever it's called, just because I don't want it taking up my writing space, especially on Thanksgiving Day, because I'm sure I will have plenty to smile about on that day, no matter what we're doing or where we're at. Let's stick this back on here so I can probably use it, if not in this spread, somewhere else down the line. Get that all smooth. Perfect. That's pretty. That's a lot prettier on the page, if that is possible, than off the page. So now I think I will do the kind of the same thing with this one, but I'm going to put this one, I'm not going to have to cut as much, I don't think, if any, off of this one. I'm going to put it on the side here, kind of in the middle. Scoot over. I don't want to stick it. One thing about Heather stickers, they're sticky. But I usually can move them without too much trouble. I'm just going to take that right off the edge, and then I'm going to take my cutting tool, because I'm on a cutting, one of those, what are they called? Self-healing cutting boards. I think they're more for sewing, but I'm using it to protect my desk because I've already cut my desk once, as you've all heard if you've followed me at all. All right, that looks really pretty. Normally orange is not one of the colors that I use, but where she's thrown in the reds and the orange and the pinks together, it's very pretty. So let's see. I also am going to put one right there. That looks good. All right, that's probably all the flowers that I'm going to use. Now we're going to grab a couple boxes. I like this size. I don't use a lot of boxes in this planner, but I do use a few. Sometimes I cut them so the date will show, and sometimes I like churn them. We're going to do triangles this month. And then a couple of these little rectangles. And we'll put the darker orange on this side this time, and the lighter on this side. Perfect. Let's see. I think I'm going to do something I normally don't do. And I'm going to make this box into, well, maybe I won't, because that's going to cover up the date. I changed my mind. So I'm just going to get rid of that. Not get rid of it, but put it right back where it was. So I have one more orange. Just glancing through to see if there's any other color of boxes, excuse me, that might work. And there is these ones. They're very similar to the light, but they're even lighter. Well, this one's probably the same. I think it is the same. So let's put a diamond here. And look at this darker one. It's a little bit, I guess, darker. It's a little bit different color, obviously, but it's still, when they're not side by side, you can barely tell. So we'll keep that. And I'm going to grab a couple of these last two lighter ones so they'll match. And I'm going to put this one kind of off a little bit. I'm going to leave Thanksgiving open because I might have a lot to write. I might just write one word. You just never really know. Or I never really know ahead of time, obviously, what the day is going to be. Probably should have done this before, so it would have been straight, because now it's not. It's not terribly important that I see the date, so that's fine, but all right, I think that's probably plenty of boxes. So let's see if we can get a quote, or I did see a couple things in here that might work. I definitely want to use this Grateful sticker. Let's put this up here. very top. Perfect. And then this one says joy begins with gratitude, which is so true. I love that one. So I'm going to put this one right down here. Perfect. Now I need at least one more. Probably a darker one because I love the different shapes they have in this. The octagons and the triangles for flags or bullet points, which I could use some flags in there if I wanted to. We'll see. I spent the day with family yesterday with a cousin. She went on a trip with me. It was a day trip, but it was a long driving trip, and so she went with me to help me drive because sometimes I just don't drive as well as I used to. And we laughed so hard and so much. It's so good for the soul. So I'm going to bring this over and I'm going to put it here. So no, that's not going to work. It needs to go. Yeah, it needs to go up here. But lapping is just so good for the soul. It's not straight, but I'm gonna leave it. It's not wanting to come up. And then we met up with some other family, and we just had the best time. You guys will see that. I'm going to be doing a memory spread of the trip in the next few days. Ooh, I like these. I'm just going to grab one or two. I guess I'll stay with, well, this color goes. Hearts are my thing. I love heart. It's, I don't know what this is called. Peachy pink, maybe. But it goes. So let's see. Put one there. And whoops. I went under the paper instead of over it. We'll put one. Let's go ahead and put one right here. And then I think that's probably good because sometimes I doodle, sometimes I write, but I don't want to overwhelm it with stickers. So I have plenty of room to be smiling and creative. So thank you, Jill, for this challenge. It's been awesome, and I can't wait to all right, everybody, thanks for stopping by. If you haven't already, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Bye.